These stories prove that even a long period of time with each other will not save your relationship. Let's see it. My wife and I are high school sweethearts, and we've been together for 20 years, married for 10. She is my best friend, and we've had an awesome life together. After 20 years, I guess maybe we had grown a little complacent. But in my head, we were all good. We just got back from an awesome summer vacation. She's an educator, and I just bought her an engagement ring upgrade. Well, it turns out she went to a work conference around that time, and she started an online relationship with this guy she met. According to her, there was nothing physical at the conference, but they started messaging back and forth. She messaged him first, and he would occasionally say inappropriate things. Again, according to her, there was no sexting. However, she conveniently did all this on IG, where the messages and photos disappeared, so I have no proof of what actually happened. They messaged back and forth almost daily for nearly a month before I found out. Now that this has come to light, she is apologizing profusely and is begging me to stay together. She swears this is the only time this has happened. I agreed to consider therapy on the condition that she be 100% honest and transparent. Unfortunately, she is still omitting truths that I discover later, and she deleted a few other text threads with male coworkers. I found them, and there's nothing sexual, maybe a bit flirty, but she still felt the need to delete them. In general, she's a very flirty person, and I've always just chalked it up to her extrovert personality. She's claiming she wanted more positive attention and admiration, which I admit I could be better in this department, but I don't think I completely neglect this. She said it was a rush when the guy would say positive things about her. She claims they would mostly swap stories related to their profession, and the positive things they were doing as educators. I'm obviously heartbroken. I'm also really questioning her character, as this man was married with children. We have none but have been trying unsuccessfully for a year. I can't eat or sleep. I guess I'm just looking for some advice. Am I overreacting at all? Is there a path to trusting her again? Has anyone been in a similar situation and worked it out? Should I just move on? Update. Well, you all were right. She just kept trickle-truthing me day after day. I still don't know the whole truth, but everything was much worse than she made it out to be. She held my hands and looked into my eyes and continued to lie. As of now, she left to stay with a friend, and I will be reaching out to a lawyer first thing Monday. Thanks for all the advice. Comment 1. She's only going to confess to what you found. The fact is, she met a man at an overnight conference and had the means and opportunity to cheat. Why do you think they exchanged numbers? Tell her that all trust is broken and that you will be scheduling a polygraph. Her response will tell you all you need to know. Comment 2. She's gaslighting you. If you were suspicious because of her phone activity, and when you call her out on it, only hours later did she confess? Nah, she did damage control and tried to mitigate the fallout. It'll be hard for you to move past this in the beginning. Anytime she's on her phone texting someone, your thoughts are gonna wander. If she's still continuing the relationship, she's only gonna get better at hiding her infidelity. Comment 3. It seems like your wife just loves attention from other men and can't stop herself from messaging other men, whether they are married or not. You say she is a flirty person, so she has probably been doing this throughout your whole relationship, and I doubt it will stop anytime soon. And if she's been doing this and lying about it this whole time, then what else has she lied to you about or kept from you? My guess is this isn't the only thing she is keeping from you. If you want to stay with her, then maybe tell her you want to open the relationship so you can do the same. If not, then you got 2 choices left. Put up with her inappropriately messaging other men, or tell her you don't trust her, and you've had enough and file for divorce. OP. She will try to do everything to hide her dirty past. Have an open conversion to move on. Now let's see the next one. Story 2. I have just found out that my wife has been having an affair for 8 years. It started before we got married with her boss, and continued after being married and having children. Over the 8 years, they had sex at least 30 times. She initially told me it was mostly in a 1-year period, but she later confessed it happened in the last 2 months also. She told me it was only about sex and nothing else. But given the time scale, I wonder if more. Getting to the truth was extremely difficult, and after rounds of discussion and calling her out, she eventually gave the full picture. The worst is, she invited the man into the home while I was away with work, and while my children slept next door. I am so torn on what to do. We have been together almost 20 years, and the last 8 feel like a lie. I have 2 young children who are very dependable on me, as I am the sole earner, and I don't know how to move forward. She was my childhood sweetheart and first girlfriend, so I feel totally blindsided, and even worse, that I had no idea. Is it possible for our marriage to survive? She has begged me to stay and not leave, but I'm 50 by 50 on what to do. Any advice on healing and moving forward would be really helpful, as I feel degraded, let down, and just super hurt, but then also stupid for having no idea. Can you forgive someone for this and move on? Now to some comments. Comment 1. I came to add a comment with what I would hope to be helpful information, but Lone Wolf has already covered all the bases. Take the advice. Comment 2. This is 100%. If her AP would commit to her, she would have left a long time ago. Tell family and close friends so that you control the narrative and gain support. This isn't salvageable. Comment 3. Your wayward spouse didn't seem to care about losing you each time she met with a peak. Did she confess this affair to you, or did you discover it yourself? Would she still be cheating if you didn't know? Your marriage is unlikely to survive if a P is still in contact with her. OP, your marriage was full of lie. Hope you move on.